Hi, I'm Eileen. Join Mo and I as we teach you our Pilates and rowing class where we'll take the fundamentals of Pilates mat exercises and apply it to our rowing stroke to improve our form. All right, we'll start with a little bit of a Pilates warm-up. It'll start by taking your hands out, around, and up over your head. Take an inhale into your lungs. Take a deep breath. Exhale, round down towards your toes. Relax the back of the neck as you're down here. You can have a slight bend in your knees as you feel a stretch across your back and your hamstrings. Round up slowly here as if there's a wall behind you. Reach your hands back up to the ceiling. Bend the elbows wide out to the side like a goalpost. Press the elbows back behind you. Pull the elbows down into the ribs. Nod the forearms back just a little bit. Spread those fingertips apart. Take your ear to your shoulder on the right side. Circle, hang the head down. Ear to shoulder on the left. Float the head up, take the hands down. All right, we'll start by bringing our heels together and our toes apart, creating this little V shape with our feet. From there, you're gonna lift those heels up, keeping those heels connected at the top. Go ahead and bend your knees. Plant your heels down, keeping your knees bent, and then straighten the legs. And again, lift those heels up, lower the knees down, bend. Put your heels down, straighten the legs. This time as you lift the heels up, I want you to notice if you're shifting forward in space or if you can keep your spine more upright. So as you lift up, try not to fall forward. Lift up, bend the knees, drop the heels, straighten the legs. 2 more times. Lift up, knees bend, heels sink, legs straighten. Last one, lift up, knees bend, heels drop, legs straighten, and we're gonna reverse that. Knees are gonna bend first, heels lift. Straighten the legs, squeeze and press those inner thighs together, and then let those heels sink down. Again, knees bend, heels lift, legs straighten, heels drop. Knees bend, heels lift, legs straighten, press up, heels lower. 1 more time. Knees bend, heels lift, legs straighten, and drop. Good. All right, we're going to take it down to the mat. So you're going to step onto your mat at the front. You'll reach your hands forward, a little bit of hip mobility here. You're going to bend into your knees and sink those hips all the way down. If you can't do that, just come down to your mat as quickly as you can. Take an inhale and exhale, roll down through the spine. You'll let the legs straighten all the way out, feet flex, toes up to the ceiling. From there, pick your head, neck, and shoulders up. Exhale, roll up all the way. Good, sitting up as tall as you have today. Sit up taller. Take an inhale, exhale, roll back through the spine. Good, hands up to the ceiling. Exhale and roll up to the top. 2 more times here. Roll down. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, roll up. Good, 1 more time here. Good. This time as we roll back, we're going to pause where our shoulder blades are just off the mat. Your hands are going to go by your hips. You're going to bend one knee up into a tabletop position at a time. Bring the other knee up as well. And you're going to begin to pump the arms here. Breathing, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out into open mouth. Quicken the pump of the arms and make it a little bit bigger. From there, if you want, you can straighten the legs up to 90, slowly lowering them away to your working level for today. You want to keep your spine neutral, so you don't want to feel like a big pull at your lower back. You want to be nice and engaged through the core, pulling that low belly back towards your spine. We'll take 3 more deep breaths here. Curling forward a little bit more. Last breath. Pause the arms, curl forward another inch, and lie back. Put your feet down, rest the hands down. We'll come all the way up, and Mo will take it over on the rowers.
All right, so great job on your Pilates warm-up. Now we're gonna go to the rower, and we are going to row. On here, we're gonna row about a minute, but you guys can do whatever interval you see fit. I would recommend between 250 meters to 750 meters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our oar handle and we're gonna start rowing. Again, we're just gonna row for about a minute on camera. We wanna focus in on our footwork, what we did in Pilates, so we had a lot of awareness for our feet. So think about what your feet are doing. As you're swinging forward, you want to get some weight onto those feet, a nice strong connection with the oar handle pushed directly through those feet. We also want some core stability as we're rowing. So right at the catch, you kind of brace your core. Feel a connection in your core muscles, just a little tightness right here. So swing over, weight onto your feet, nice and tight with the core. Good. You can also go at whatever stroke rate you see fit. I would recommend for a more challenging workout, get that stroke rate up there. Really send that boat. All right, we're going to take about 3 more strokes here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, back to the mat.
Hi guys, so hopefully you're a little winded from that cardio section. We're going to go ahead and grab our foam rollers, so we'll do that now, Mo. We're gonna bring our foam rollers back to the mat. We'll use these in a moment, so you can just rest it next to your mat. We're actually going to come down onto your stomach, so Mo and I will face each other, which will be awesome. You're gonna take your hands right underneath your shoulders, and you can just rest your head down on the mat to start. You're going to take an inhale and just pick your head up a little bit, and lift your hands up as well, and just feel your upper back muscles start to kick on, and then you can rest that back down. And again, you'll pick the head up, pick the hands up. From there, you're gonna stay lifted. You're going to turn your head just over to the right a little bit, and then to center, and over to the left a little bit, and center, just feeling that the neck can stay relaxed, and then you'll put all that back down. From here, you're going to take your hands a little bit wider on the mat. You can keep your head down on the mat. You'll lift the arms up about shoulder height. You're going to squeeze the top tips of the blades together. So you're really going to press your arms back behind your body until you feel those shoulder blades touch at the midline. From there, you're going to slowly start to pull your elbows down towards your hips, squeezing the middle tips of the blades together. You're going to keep pulling those elbows down as you squeeze and try and find those lower tips of the shoulder blades. From there, you're going to bring the elbows down about an inch or 2 and move them forward in space. And again, you'll pick the elbows up, bringing the top tips of the blades together, bring the middle tips of the blades together, and then the lower tips of the blades together, pinching those elbows in. Bring the elbows down to rest. Rest the head down. All right, we'll grab our foam rollers here. We'll use them for a little bit of extension, so you might want to scooch a little bit further back on your mat. You're going to bring the forearms on the foam roller. Now you want your arms to be wide because the shoulder blades are going to move here a little bit. You're going to rest the head down. You're going to push those fingertips forward like Mo and I's fingers could touch a little bit, and then you're going to slide the shoulders down the back, just keeping the arms straight. You can have your head fully down or it can be hovered. Either way is fine, whatever's comfortable to you. You're reaching forward, feeling that those shoulder blades lift up by the ears, and then sliding them down like you're putting them in your back pocket. 2 more times here, reaching forward and sliding down. Last one. Reach forward, slide down here. Keep sliding the shoulder blades down. Start to press down into the forearms and look forward a little bit. Lift up. Just feel what feels good in your spine right now. Take an inhale and then exhale, come back down, getting a little extension. So a lot of times in our rowing stroke, we tend to collapse forward. We'll do that again, slide the shoulders down, lift up. So we're really training our spine to be a little bit more upright so that when we swing forward and catch at the beginning of our stroke, we can be a little bit more lifted. You'll use your glutes here like an anchor, so I want you to find a little tail tuck, like you're pushing your pubic bone down into the mat. As you lift up, your glutes might engage a little bit. It's like your anchor for your swan. And then come back down for your extension. One more time here. Lifting up, looking forward, and lift. And come back down. You can let that foam roller go. You'll take your hands right underneath your shoulders. Scooch forward a little bit on your mat. Good. From here, you're going to start to nod the chin up, looking forward. You'll press the hands down. Full extension here, lifting up all the way. Really use your glutes. Now imagine you're sliding the heels of your hands towards your hips as you come down, get longer in your spine. 2 more times here. Like a Ferris wheel, we need to go forward before we lift, so you're going to swing forward and lift up at the same time, pressing into the arms. Pull the heels of the hands towards the hips, elbows pull directly backwards as you come forward. One more time here. Lift up, swinging forward, letting those collarbones be wide and open. And then exhale, coming all the way down. We'll press back into a little bit of a child's pose, taking a little forward bend after our extension. You can rock the hips side to side, whatever feels good. We'll come all the way up. We're going to take a seat with our legs extended forward, toes directly to the ceiling, arms extend forward as well. Sitting as tall as you can, take an inhale. Imagine you're sliding your hands across a table. You're going to round the spine forward, reaching towards your toes. Just keep the arms lifted. You'll take an inhale and then exhale, stack that spine back up. And again, reach forward, spine stretch, and lift up. Good. Inhale and then exhale, round the spine, reach forward, lengthen through each part of your spine, getting a stretch in the hamstrings as well as you come all the way up. Last time here, nod the chin, go forward in space. Really go as far as you can and then come all the way back up. From here, arms are going to go out to the side. We'll add a little twist. Mo, just watch your roller. Go ahead and twist towards one side. You're going to reach forward, taking your hand to the outside of your foot, and you're going to rotate and twist, looking back at your hand. You'll stack the spine up, untwist. We'll do the other side. Exhale, twist, reach forward, look back at your hand. Lift up, untwist. When you twist, really move from the ribs. So twist from the rib cage, then reach forward in space, and then look back behind you. Come all the way up. Other side. Really push with your hand that's attached to your foot. Get a big stretch across the shoulder blades. Come all the way up, untwist. One more time each side. Breathe, exhale, reach forward, stretch and twist, opening up through our thoracic spine. Lift and lengthen a little bit there. Come all the way up. Last time here. Reach forward, press, twist. Come all the way up. Rest the hands down. All right, it's time to move back onto our machines for another rowing segment.
All right, so we're going to do another rowing interval. So let's grab our oar handles and we're just going to start rowing. So from here, what we want to think about is having a nice straight spine. So we worked on a lot of extension exercises on our Pilates mat. We want to think about just feeling that stroke through our spine. Nice straight spine. Your shoulder blades are pulling together. And you want your collarbone to be nice and open. Any bend that you have in your body, you're bending from the hip. So we don't want to look like a C shape when we're coming up to the catch. You want a nice flat back, so feel those back muscles here. You want to sit up nice and tall. Looking good. Feel those back muscles squeeze together as you pull. And take 2 more strokes. 1, 2, and we're going to go back to the mat.
All right, guys, great job on the rowing machine. Hopefully you're, again, a little winded like we are, even just from that minute. We're going to head back down onto our mats. You won't need any props for this section, but we'll do a little bit more ab work, right? So Mo talked about at that catch, that sort of bracing feeling that you want to have where you can use your abs to harness some extra power. So that's what we're going to look for and find. So let's go ahead and sit back down on our mats. You'll lie on your back. You're going to bring both knees up to tabletop, and you can lift your head up. This whole series can be done with your head down as well, so if you have any neck injuries or things that just don't feel good in this position, just rest your head down. Go ahead and reach both hands for the top of the shin. Good. You're going to lengthen one hand longer, so it'll be the outside hand. So the hand that is closer towards your foot is going to reach longer. So Mo, that's your left hand. Reach it closer towards your ankle. There you go. Reach that opposite leg up to the ceiling. You're going to curl forward up to the knee as you pull that knee into your chest. You're going to take an inhale and then exhale, switch legs, single leg stretch, and switch. You're breathing and you're anchoring that belly button down towards your spine as you switch. Curling forward, getting higher and higher, pulling that knee in, Curling up to the knee as much as you're pulling that knee into your chest. And switch. Using your breath. We'll go for 5 and 4. Let's speed it up a little bit. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Pull both knees into your chest. Curl up like a little ball. Get as small as you can here. And then you're going to send your legs up and the arms out and back. You can add a circle of the arms to catch your shins, pulling them into your chest again. Inhale as you reach up and out. And then exhale, pull into your little ball shape again. Good. Let's do that 5 more times. Good. 3 more here. You got it, guys. Last 2. Last 1. Good. We're going to take it into scissors. Both legs go up to 90. You're going to reach both hands behind one leg. You can hold anywhere on your leg besides your knee, so you don't want to be pulling on that knee. You're going to reach the opposite leg away, curling up to that leg. You're going to switch and scissor the legs and switch. And switch. Oh, our toes are touching. And switch. Good. We'll go for 3, and 3, and 2, and 2. Last 1, and 1. Glue both legs together at that 90-degree angle. Take your hands, lace them behind your head. Take an inhale and exhale, slowly lower the legs down. If your head is down, just put your hands down by your side, and then exhale, lift the legs back up. You only want to go where you feel this in your abs, not your back, and lift up. So it might be smaller than it was yesterday, and that's okay. You work at your level where you're at today. Good. We'll do 3 more here. 2 more. Last 1. Good. We'll work elbow to knee or twist. It's like a regular bicycle crunch that you may have done. You're going to reach one leg out and twist towards the opposite knee, and then you'll switch. And switch. And switch. Good. Really curling up to that knee. Trying to get the elbow to touch the knee. We'll go for 3 and 2. Good. And 1. Good. And rest down. Take a break. Whew. All right. Next on our agenda is a little teaser here. We're going to do it the nice way, which is to pull your knees into your chest, hugging into that little ball shape again. Begin to rock up and down the length of the spine till you come all the way up. So we're going to do a little rolling back to teaser here, rocking like a ball. And just feeling where you can find a little bit of balance, using your core to stabilize you. And then we'll come up whenever you feel like you can catch your balance. Pause. See if you can let the knees go. Reach the hands forward. Bring those shins parallel to the floor. Good. Reach the hands up a little bit higher. See if you can straighten one leg. Bend the knee. See if you can straighten the other leg. Bend the knee. See if you can straighten one leg and then the other. Keep reaching the arms forward. You can be anywhere here. You can even put your feet down. You're staying lifted with your chest like you're at the catch. From there, bend the knees. We're going to do little pulses. You're going to go down an inch and then back up an inch. And down an inch and up. 3 more times. Last 2 and 1. Good. Put one foot down at a time. Roll all the way back down. Reach the arms overhead. Circle the arms out to the side. See if you can roll back up there. Bring one leg up at a time. Back to your teaser here. Reach one leg up and then the other. Go to your hardest expression of this exercise, so wherever you feel the challenge most. We're going to breathe here and hold this. Keep lifting the chest up, straightening the spine out. See if you can do little pulses up with your legs. For 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, plant the feet, rest all the way down, and we'll take it back over to our rowing machine. Nice job, guys. Let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna get back on our rowers, get your feet strapped in. My abs are on fire, hopefully yours are. We're gonna grab the oar handle, and then we're just gonna start our rowing interval here. We already are feeling our abs, so this is a great time to like focus in on having that core control right at the catch. Rowing's a total body workout. You're gonna feel it all over your body, but you do wanna have a nice tight core so you can use your legs and push that power all the way through the stroke. We're also still gonna focus on having a nice straight back. So bending from the hip, your spine is supported by your ab muscles and your back muscles, and we're gonna keep your chest nice and open. Even though we're leaning forward, you want your collarbone to be open, chest up a little bit. Feel those abs, feel that power all the way through the stroke. You want a nice drive. Send that boat further every stroke. All right, we're gonna take 2 more strokes here. That's 1, that's 2. Let it run.
Whew, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired. We're gonna start our next Pilates interval. We're going to do some leg work. So Mo keeps talking about our ability to press through our feet and through our legs. So we're really gonna find and harness the power of our legs through our Pilates exercises. So Mo, stand facing towards me. We're gonna go ahead and stand on, you're just gonna mirror me, you're gonna pick up your right leg. You're gonna kick that leg back behind you. Squeeze that right glute, try and straighten the quad all the way. So you're really pulling that knee back in space. From there, your arms are gonna reach forward. At any point, you can put your foot down. This is not a test of how good you are at this. It's just getting that movement in your body. You're gonna start to hinge forward over that leg and then come up. So you wanna imagine like you're a teeter-totter here, or a dunking bird, or a seesaw. I have plenty of images, whichever one speaks to you is totally nice. There you go. You can even tap that toe down like I'm doing at the top. Woo! Pick a spot on the floor to look at here. You can have a little bend to that standing leg so you can really feel the back of the leg as you come up. Good, we'll do 2 more here. Last one, you're gonna go down and pause. See if you can bend that right knee just a little bit and then press through that leg to come up. And again, bend and straighten. 2 more times. Last one. And straighten, come all the way up. Take your hands down, we'll do the other side. It's okay if you wobble and stumble and fall. That's part of it. Go ahead and reach that knee up. Kick that leg back behind you. Other side, reach the hands up. Teeter-totter forward and up. We're going to do about 8 to 10. And up. Little bend to that knee. Really straighten that leg behind you in the air, squeezing the glute, squeezing the quad. Feeling the back of that standing leg work. Let's do 3 more here for good measure. Last 2. Got it, guys. Feel your ankle wobble. Working some stability for our foot and our ankle as we work the legs. Last one. Go down and pause. See if you can bend that knee. Press through the quad as you come up. And again, bend and straighten. 3 more times here. Bend and straighten. Last 2. Good. Last one. Good. Come all the way up. Take the hands down by your side. All right, guys, we're going down to our mats for our side leg series. Come onto your side. You're gonna line the back of your body or the side of the body up with the back of the mat. Couple options here for your arm position. You can have your shoulder underneath your elbow, propping yourself up, pushing down through the forearm. That's totally fine. Or you can be propped up on your hands like this. Or if you have any neck stuff, you can lay on a long arm or rest your elbow back like this. Whatever feels comfortable. I'm going to be up here showing you a little bit more oblique connection, but Mo, you can decide for yourself what you want to do. You're going to rock that top hip forward in space so your pelvic halves are stacked, your hips are stacked. You're going to reach those toes back towards your nose, so you're flexing your feet. Then you're going to lift your leg up in space. Push down through the forearm. What we want to avoid is this sagging motion, so you really want to feel that rib lift up in space, getting those obliques to turn on. From there, you're going to kick the leg forward and pull the leg back. As you pull the leg back, squeeze the glute and the hamstring. Kick forward and back and kick forward and back. 3 more times. Reach forward, reach back. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Good. Stack that foot back on the other. You can always have your hand down for support. I'm just showing hand on hip as an option. You're going to rotate the toe to the ceiling. From there, you're going to kick the leg up and down. This one's hard because you're going to want to sink. Lift up, push down through that forearm. As you lift that leg up, you'll feel the quad and the hip flexor turn on. We need those for our rowing stroke. Good. 2 more times. Lift up and down. Last one. Lift up and down. From here, you're going to pull both knees in, finding like a 90-degree angle with your legs. You can stay propped or up, or you can come down on a long arm. Since we're doing a more versatile exercise with the rowing stroke, we want to stay propped up, so we're really using those lat muscles, those upper back muscles still. From there, you're going to pick the top knee up, keeping the heels together, and down. You want to pick that knee up as high as you can. If you have a band nearby, you can also do this with a band. Pick up and down. Lift that knee up and down. Pretty traditional exercise, but we want to think about those obliques wrapping. So we're bringing more of a Pilates mindset to this exercise where we're using the whole body here, pulling that elbow towards your hip. You want to keep those collarbones wide, applying everything that we've done so far this session. Good. You guys got it. We're going to do 3 more times. Last 2. Good. Last one. Pick that knee up and hold it up there. You're going to bring the foot up the height of the knee. And then you're going to bring the foot back down. So we're doing a little bit of internal rotation at the top of that clam. Picking that knee up, or the foot up and the foot down. Here we go. We're doing 4 more here. Good. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Good. Put the heel down, but keep the knee up. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. We'll spin over to the other side. So same thing, other side. Propping yourself up, resting on your hands. You know your options. Pull those toes back, flexing the feet. You want to roll that top hip forward in space so your hips are stacked. And then think about pushing down with the forearm so the ribs lift. So you're turning those obliques on. From there, kick that top leg up. You're going to kick the leg forward in space and pull the leg back. Forward and back. Again, your option to have your hand forward is totally fine. It's up to you. Whatever makes you feel most stable here. Good. We'll do 2 more. Last one. Good. Bring the foot in line with the other foot. Rotate toe to the ceiling. You're going to lift that leg up. Don't sink in the shoulder. Push down through the forearm. Lift the leg up and down. Think about pulling and wrapping your chest to face the wall or whatever you're facing. Really pull the chest up. Widen across the collarbones. Push down through the forearm. Use the lats and serratus here to help engage and squeeze up at the top. 2 more times here. Last one. Good. Tuck those knees into a 90-degree angle. From here, you're picking that top knee up, keeping the heels connected. Pull those knees in a little bit more. There you go. We want that 90-degree angle. Push down through the forearm. Wrap those collarbones open, just like our extension. Picking that knee up and down. Breathing here. Good. We'll go for 5 and 4. 3 more. You got it. Last 2. Last one. Press up and hold. Pick the foot up the height of the knee and the foot back down. And again, foot up and down and up and down. For 6. Feel that burn. 5. Good. 4 more. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Put the foot down, but keep the knee up. Those little pulses happen next. We're going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna lie on our back. Last exercise here, shoulder bridge. You're lying all the way down, hands go down by your side. From here, you want those to walk those heels in so that your shins are nice and your heels, okay, we're gonna do that one more time. All right, come back. Should we come back up? Okay. All right, so we're gonna roll down for our shoulder bridge. Your hands go down by your side. You're gonna wiggle those heels back till you can almost touch your shoes. Hands are down by your side. Head is centered. From here, you're gonna lift the hips up, rolling up into a shoulder bridge, pushing down through the feet, feeling that you can activate your legs by pushing through your feet. Breathe at the top, inhale, and then exhale, roll the spine back down. And again, rolling up through center, pressing up at the top, lifting the hips higher, and rolling back down. This time when we lift up, we're gonna stay up. Lift all the way up, stay up. You're gonna lift that right leg up to the ceiling. From there, you're gonna lower that leg down and lift it up. And lower it down and lift. It can go down an inch. It can all go down all the way to the floor, whatever feels good to you. Press through the arms here. Last one. Good, bend the knee, put the foot down. We'll do the other side. You're gonna lift that left leg up high, press through that right glute so you can really feel yourself stay lifted as you lower that left leg down and lift it up and lower down and lift and lower and lift. We'll go for 4 and lift. Last 3, press through the arms. Last 2, press through that right glute. Last 1. And lift, put the foot down, press the hips up just an inch higher, squeeze at the top, breathe, take an inhale, reach the arms overhead, and exhale, pull your spine down, moving through each bone of your spine, letting the hips rest, letting the hands come down, and we'll come all the way up. Great job, guys. We'll head back to our rowing machines for our last rowing interval. We got it, we're almost through.
So we're back on our rowers. We're just gonna strap our feet back in. And we really worked those legs, so you should really feel your legs as you are pushing through your rowing stroke. So let's grab the oar handle. We're going to do another minute on here. Get it set. So we're folding from the hip as we swing over, just like in those dunking birds that we started with. Got a nice bend from the hip. Establish your catch angle. And then you want a nice straight spine as you're pushing through those legs. You can really feel the glutes. I know I can after those clams. We really activated those. So we're bringing everything together now. We've had kind of a total body workout through Pilates so we can really feel it in the rowing stroke. Good. We're thinking about keeping our collarbone open so our chest is up as we take the catch. Power through that stroke. All right, we're going to take 2 more strokes here. That's 1 and 2. Let it run. That is our final rowing interval. We're going to take our feet out now and we're going to do a little bit of a stretch while we're on the rower. Catch your breath a little bit. So we're going to take our left leg, we're going to cross it over our right. And we're going to stretch out our glutes. So we're just going to bend forward, let that seat come back. You can go as far as you like. You want to stay nice and stable on here, though. You're going to feel this in your left glute. And let's just take a few breaths. I'm still out of breath from that rowing interval. All right, let's slowly come back up, scoot your seat in. We're going to switch legs. So right leg over left. And each leg might be a little bit different. This one's tighter for me for sure. So we're going to bend over, get a nice good stretch in that glute. Take some breaths. And then we're going to come back up. Make sure your foot's nice and planted, and then we're going to get off the rower and do some cool down exercises on the mat.
All right, guys, let's take it down for a cool down. You did awesome. Go ahead and stand even stepped here. Feet apart, hip distance apart. Sweep the hands out, around, and up. Go ahead and flip those palms up to the ceiling, lacing the fingertips. You're going to bend both of your knees and take a side bend over to the right. Breathe, get a stretch in the ribs. Inhale, come to center. Keep the knees bent, side bend to the other side. Inhale to center. Go ahead and straighten the legs, separate the hands, round down for the toes. Once again, just like we did in the beginning, you can bend your knees. You can clasp opposite elbows if that feels good to you, or you can just let the head, neck, and shoulders relax and hang heavy. Take 3 deep breaths, and then we're going to try and straighten your legs. If your knees were bent, straighten them all the way out so you can get that full extension of your hamstring. Let the neck go. You're going to round up slowly here. Reach your hands back up to the ceiling. Bend those elbows wide out to the side. Press those elbows back behind you. Really feel a stretch across the pecs. A lot of times our pecs can get tight from rowing as we reach forward for that catch. So really press those elbows back. We're going to stay here and breathe 2 breaths. Keep pressing those forearms back, those elbows back. Last breath. Take those elbows down towards those ribs. Nod those forearms back. Take your ear to your shoulder. Circle, hanging the head down, ear to shoulder on the other side. Keep pressing those hands back, spreading those fingertips apart. Let's do it one more time each side just because it feels so good. Spread the fingertips apart. Press those forearms back. Float the head up, take the hands down, clasp your fingertips behind your back. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together and slide those fingertips down to the floor behind you. Pull the ribs in and feel a little stretch across your chest, across the sternum and your collarbones. Good. And then you can let those arms dangle down by your side. Thank you so much for joining us for class today. We hope to see you again. Have a good one.